안녕하세요.
Hello YouTube, this is DKDKTV, Danny, David. We're back with Bahubali. So we watched the movie trailer last week and we were quite amazed by its production quality. So we checked it out
We actually saw it.
and we actually saw it yesterday. We finished it yesterday.
Woo!
And what do you think? Okay.
I'm very tired because I used my whole night watching this.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you finish watching this movie?
Like 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
So I have like a
Red
double,
eyes?
Yeah.
So the movie starts off with Bahubali's son trying to get over a waterfall. I thought that scene was pretty funny. He falls like 200 meters and he doesn't die.
Yeah.
Nobody's surprised. Like when he falls off that waterfall, everybody's like, okay, whatever. Anyway, he like climbs over this waterfall and meets this beautiful woman, and then he sees this mask and he's like really intrigued by the mask, and he's on this quest
to find the owner of the mask. Yeah.
Later on the story, like he finds the owner of the mask. They make love, right?
Yes, they do. And that scene is very epic.
That scene is funny.
Yeah, they like dance and like kind of forces her to marry him. Like, did you see the scenes like they squeeze kind of like
that's
some berries and like like that, and they like undress him while dancing
and they cut his dress off or something like that.
That's kind of weird.
I thought that was like really funny, and she keeps trying to like harm him, or maybe even kill him, but he's like really nonchalant about it, and he's like just dancing and like casually undressing her. So I thought that was really funny.
So after the wedding, he finds out that the girl has this kind of destiny or task to rescue her former queen. And she's actually captured by the evil Bala, the king of Maismati or something like that. So Bahubali Jr. goes to that kingdom by himself and knocks out all the soldiers and rescues that queen, which happens to be his mother.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. And then it turns out into flashback.
Yeah.
And now the entire movie, the rest of the movie, is about Bahubali, the Bahubali, the father Bahubali.
Yeah.
First impression, I was really confused, like in the middle parts of the movie after the flashback. You know, I was really confused because Bahubali Jr. and Bahubali are the same actors, right?
Right.
When they went back to like the little infant stages and stuff, like how they were born and stuff, I knew that was a flashback, but then like the flashback turns out to be like the rest of the movie, which like would never happen in a conventional like say Hollywood or Korean movie, right? So I was really confused for a while, and I actually liked the second part better than the first part.
What second part?
The flashback part.
Oh yeah,
father,
definitely. Yeah, that had more like epic scales.
And the last battle in the movie, I think was really epic.
Yeah.
He like knocked down the dude with the lion's head. Right. Like that's, I don't know, pretty crazy. They kind of like use very creative tactics, like the blanket thing and stuff like that. So it was pretty interesting.
Well, I actually saved some very impressive points from the movie. I wrote them down, and the first one is when his mother is like pouring the water on the Shiva god, statue, and he's like pissed off seeing his mother doing that labor. So he's like, he just cranks it off and he just throws it in the waterfall. That scene was very epic, and it kind of reminded me like of very wise, young heroes and all those kind of mythologies, stuff like that. Oh, and that part when he's like climbing the waterfall, he sees some kind of mysterious woman with blue butterflies, and he keeps pursuing her, and he gets to the top.
Once he sees that woman, he's like, jumping all over the place,
Right.
Before that, he couldn't climb up the waterfall, but once he sees a girl, he's like going crazy.
Bahubali is the typical YOLO.
He doesn't give a shit about falling like 200 meters into a waterfall.
His only objective is climbing that waterfall, and he doesn't give a shit if he dies or anything. But this reminded me a lot of Chinese movies, actually.
Oh yeah,
because of the scale and the war scenes and stuff.
Especially the battle scene.
Yeah, the battle scenes.
It seemed like maybe 300 mixed with Chinese movies.
I actually watched a lot of Chinese war movies, and the most famous the director out there is called Chang Yimou. He's very famous, and he made movies such as Hero and The Lovers. Those are very, very famous movies. I think the director got influence because like the aesthetics and the use of like arrows, like shooting and
oh yeah, that's
all those kind of stuff. Also, do you remember the scene when they're like riding the sled down the snow hill?
Oh
and, like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
jumping, you know,
yeah.
those kind
that
of
was
stuff.
so random.
That was like Mission Impossible, man.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It was like Mission Impossible.
I actually really liked the movie because of it being so different from Hollywood films. Like I could definitely see some influences.
Yes.
But like what's so special about this movie, or what's so unique and interesting about this movie? Is that the pacing, the way the story flows, is nothing you would expect in a Hollywood movie. For example, like, you know, you meet the girl.
Yeah.
If it was a Hollywood movie, you would expect like at least 20 minutes or 30 minutes until they get married. But no, he just like undresses the girl. She's trying to kill him, and 5 minutes later they're making love, and they're married or something like that. The story goes like really fast.
Really fast.
And at first it was kind of hard for me to catch up.
Me too. Probability and like the rational, you know, flow.
Yeah, the logic.
Yeah, it was kind of lacking those kind of stuff in my perspectives, but
I like the movie because of
that. Me too. That was the characteristic of
kind of outrageous at times, you know?
Yeah,
if you're following like Hollywood logic, this movie does not make sense. You know? But that's what I like about it.
Yeah, it was a new attempt.
Very fresh. Very fresh. I kind of hope that some of the battle scenes were a little bit longer, maybe. Especially the scene with the Persian guy that's selling the sword.
Oh yeah.
And
Kapatar.
But that battle, I wanted to last longer, but it was like.
No, if it lasts longer, you wouldn't feel the strength of Kapatar.
Oh.
He's overwhelmed him.
Yeah, he's like 30 seconds.
And the sword broke.
The Persian guy was like, this sword is like fucking crazy. It's the best sword ever, and he breaks it in 30 seconds. The next scene is like they're having dinner. It's like pretty crazy.
And he wants to like free him from his slavery. Big jump there, right?
Yeah, big jump. But that's what I liked about the movie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, this is very fresh cinema to me.
Yeah,
I
think Indian movies can be expressed as pure. Very pure. They don't drag on. They don't like pile on like realistic or logical stuff, and they just go true with the story.
I like it.
Yeah, that's what I like too. And I also like the moral message of the movie. In the war scenes, like you saw the comparisons between Bala and Bahubali, and this side he was just like killing all his refugees, and he just like slaughtered the king and stuff like that. But Bahubali was like he was very wise.
Yeah.
He was very wise.
He saved his people.
Yeah, he saved his people, and he was very good at tactics. At last, the queen faked all the crowd. Okay, so Bala, you will be the general. And he's like, that's a killing point. Yeah, Bahubali's like, he's always watching it, and his smile, like you know that smile, his facial expression when he's dancing, like,
That part. Actually, I didn't like the very stark contrast between good and evil.
Kind of cheesy.
You know, basically this story is, you know, a classical hero's journey onto his success and his, throne. So it's very easy to understand, you know, in terms of the bigger picture, but the tension kind of goes away because in the end, you know, he's gonna win.
Right.
Bahubali's gonna win no matter what. But the ending. Yeah, but you have to see.
We're gonna see the conclusion, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna see the conclusion.
And I think Kapatar had his reasons to do that. He wouldn't have done it by his own self. He would have been like controlled by force or something to do that.
Yeah.
So I think there's gonna be something behind that.
I think he's the most interesting character. By the way.
Kapatar?
Yeah, because I think he's the hardest to predict. Bahubali's like, I'm always good. I'm wise.
Right.
Bala is always like.
Yeah, it's just his nature. So
yeah, it's like Star Wars.
Yeah, right.
Like Darth Vader's Darth Vader.
Right.
And Anakin is Anakin.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I really enjoyed the movie, and the twist at the end was
it was really fun. Time flies.
One last thing.
What?
The CG kind of sucked.
Yeah, I could notice that too. I could notice that too, but that itself made
It's funny.
Yeah, it's
it's
funny.
funny.
Yeah,
It's funny. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Last scene, the war scene.
Uh-huh.
That CG was pretty good. I think like the filmmaker like wanted that scene to be really good, so he invested all the CG money in
right.
there.
But
And
the other CGs.
the other parts, like the sled.
The sled, yeah, the sled, and
like,
the
what the
waterfalls, and you know,
yeah.
like him jumping, like
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah. Those are.
I could almost see the ropes there.
I could see like the green screen, man.
yeah, right.
I thought that was like, nah, okay, but that made it really funny.
Nothing big, nothing big.
Yeah, it was like, okay, yeah.
Not a big problem.
Not a big problem. I think I just enjoyed the whole
Yeah,
experience.
me too. It was very funny. Yeah.
And very different experience.
Yeah. And we saw the movie trailer for the conclusion, so I saw.
yeah.
I remember a glimpse of Bahubali Jr. fighting with Bala. I think Bahubali is gonna go to avenge his father's death,
Yeah.
and you know, fight with the current.
No shit.
Yeah.
There you go. That's Bahubali 1, the beginning. We're gonna check out Bahubali 2, the conclusion, very soon. I'm really glad that they only made 2 movies. You know,
Yeah, it shouldn't be dragged
In
on.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
this one movie alone would be probably 6 movies,
Right.
or at least 3.
Right. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
You know, 1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4.
And then Hobbit 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Hobbit.
Lord of the Rings, I can deal with 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
and the 3
it's
books.
big. It's big.
Hobbit, it's a single fucking book, and they have to drag it on for like 3 movies. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to sit like 10 hours in these
Yeah,
theaters.
right.
But anyway, there you go. We're gonna check out Bahubali 2
Bahubali.
soon. So please like, subscribe,
Bahubali.
and comment and tell us what you think. Tell us on anything that we missed.
Bahubali.
And we will see you guys next time.
Bahubali.